Hello everyone, and welcome back into the Toy Barn today. And we are shooting for, is it Tuesday?
Yeah, I believe so.
We are way ahead. And Kathy is actually running a video to put up for earlier before this day.
Yeah, we're ahead on videos, but that's okay because you know what that means?
Yes, sales have been good.
Sales consistently.
We have been doing good in our sales. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I say good, I'm not saying like some people I'm making 50, 60 sales a day. No, we are not doing that good at this point. We've been there, but not for a while.
I would love to see Daren on board in the shipping area with that. That'd be awesome.
It'd be a lot, right?
Great.
But guys, we are doing very well in sales. Sales have been picking up for us. Our numbers are going up. Everything seems to be going in the right direction. Of course, this is what we call our season. Basically, season or the month of 8, September, basically through, we count about March, the end of March, maybe 1st of May. Yeah. So we take and we count those areas our prime time of the selling year, because that's usually when people start thinking holidays. They think Halloween, so they need outfits. We sell those. They want Thanksgiving time. We've got decorations for Thanksgiving and Halloween and Christmas. And then we also have, as you guys know, and I just mentioned it, Christmas season's coming up, so that's a big time for us because we sell a lot of toys, a lot of collectibles, and a lot of this, that, and the other thing, right, for just basic home use nowadays. And then in January, February, March, April, and May, people get their tax returns a lot of times. And we do pretty good there, especially with the collector market. So we are selling a lot of things, everything from LPs, cassettes, to CDs and DVDs, etc. We are packed and stacked, and we just keep growing. So we're thankful for that. Sales today have been, for this day, pretty good. It's not been a great day, but it's not been a bad day either. We've had 7 items.
7 items up that have just happened since the last video.
They just happened, guys. And by that, we mean that they basically happened from last night. We was in here till about 6:30 last night p.m. Kathy was upstairs till about 9 o'clock printing and packing. And then she put on a few items. Not a whole lot, but some clothing, but not a whole lot, but enough, right? And then I've been working all day today doing that until recently. We took a little break for supper, and we watched a little bit of the TV, watching what's going on there and all. And we wish you guys that's down in Florida, etc., North Carolina, all those states, we hope you're doing well, and that your life isn't too disrupted. I'll just put it that way. Please forgive me for not having a better way to put it, but I hope it's not too disrupted from the hurricanes that's coming through here.
We hope that they are staying safe.
We want you to stay safe first and foremost. We want you to have no harm or damage to you, your people that you know and love, and your personal property, etc., and so forth. We want everybody to do as well as possible. Lord willing, everybody be fine. And we're doing pretty good right now. I can't say a whole lot, about nothing that's going too bad for us right now in the sales department. Like I said, it's doing really well. But today we've only had Madcap Toys, the main store, and then we did, was it Poshmark. Now, who would have thunk, right?
Right, because the other day...
we didn't have a Poshmark.
We wasn't having a Poshmark, so Poshmark...
Yeah, the weird thing with Poshmark with us, if you watch this channel a lot of times we don't get one Poshmark. We get up to 3, 4, or 5 Poshmark sales at a time. So this may be a little one-off, or it could be the bell has been rung, so we got more sales going to come through on Poshmark, hopefully. True. So we've got that going. Now, guys, I'm going to let it be passed off to Kathy because we're heading towards 7+ at night.
You mean 7 o'clock at night?
Yes, 7 p.m.-ish plus. So we're going to let her late night hours.
Is it your bedtime?
It isn't my bedtime, but I do want to shower.
Okay. Hey, guys, at least he's honest. There we go. I'm a little short. Yep. Hey, folks. Kathy here, Madcap Toys, back in the barn. Yes, happy Tuesday, everybody. So, yeah, we decided because we had enough. Usually we don't have a video unless it's 8 items or more. But I was like, it's just 7, right? So I was like, we might as well get out here and do that, and just wanted to show you what we had.
Well, you need to tell them why we're doing it, because we've got some that's got to go.
we have some that has to go out in the AM tomorrow, so I don't want to miss that at all. So we wanted to get that
through. Trying to give everybody their dues, you know.
Giving everybody their dues. But before we begin, if you haven't already, what have you been doing? Subscribe to the Madcap Toys family. We want you to be a part of us. Also, make sure you hit the bell for all notifications, because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're going to be the first to know, and you know we love comments, so keep them coming. Real quickly, listing results. Daren has been on fire, folks. Yes, indeed, on fire as far as the listing is concerned. He has done a lot of cassette tapes today.
Yes.
Cassette tapes. Unearthed some more cassette tapes.
And we had some good ones.
And he said we had some good ones. One was valued, I believe, from what I remember, at $29.99 for a used cassette tape. $29.99
and one at $19 and change. Now they could have been higher, but I kept mine lower than my competition I was looking at the time.
Right. So I did my day job today, so I haven't listed yet. That's something I'm hoping to do before bedtime tonight after I get these things packed. But also, too, as well, he unearthed a very nice Better Homes and Gardens vintage cookbook, which had some print ads from back in the day, in there, like from the 60s and 70s. Yeah. I'm excited. He almost was going to throw them away, and I was like, no, because that could be something someone could frame. Or something that someone could keep. So we're going to kind of
look at the age, just see the age.
We may lot the vintage prints together and put a set price maybe on Ricari or somewhere, just to see how it goes, right? The worst thing we can do that would happen if it just sits there is to remove it and just let it be. But I think it is something that we just need to try out, right? It just never hurts to do that. So on the listing results, Daren has kicked it out of the boards, listing almost $200 today. Again, we're at a total on listing results so far this month at $2,755.11. So we are, what, a little less than a fifth away to our goal?
Yeah, we're looking at 10.5 as our go this month.
Okay.
Yeah, we're heading almost, when we hit 3.3, I'm going to say we're a third of the way at 3,300.
Okay.
So that's what we're
So we need roughly about $1,250 of enlisting by Saturday night to be at the 4,000 mark, to make sure we hit to 10,005 by the end of the month.
Well, a lot of that's going to depend on how it flows with you. Yeah. I mean, if we keep getting these heavy sales, I'm not going to complain, but I mean, we may not hit that number. That number is not a mandate number for us. It's a goal number.
Right.
So,
and also, too, this day right here is the beginning of our insurance annual enrollment period, but not only that, Buffy surgery is also scheduled that day. So not sure how, at least for myself, how that's going to pan out, but we'll see on that. But yeah, let's get started, okay? So we're going to get moving along with this. We're going to go with Poshmark. Poshmark was kind of dead for a couple of days, but now they are back on schedule. I told Daren, he said, hey, do you have any Poshmark sales this morning? I said, no. And then right after that, about 2 o'clock, after I went and ran a couple errands, we not only saw one, but also two. So I thought, let's get them out today. So we're going to do that. First of all, we got this lovely, beautiful Halloween costume for little girls. So gorgeous. If you want to see the back of it, it's from Disney Baby, only at Target exclusive. Of course, this came from a Target palette. Very nice. I had two of these at one time. But now, after putting this out, it is Daren a sellout. Awesome. So this is very, very nice. So
we've been
cute
getting more and more of those, haven't we?
We have. So this one I had unearthed early on and had that actually hung up in one of our storage closets. This is the Baby Disney Princess Ariel, the Mermaid Tutu Halloween costume for little girls 6 months to 12 months, Target exclusive. And this one's going out to Lulu21912. Thank you so much for $13 free ship.
Oh, good deal.
Pretty nice. Going out to you in the AM. Again, trying to liquidate. Daren keeps saying, hey, we got to get some more of these things out because we just bought a new pallet last weekend and a lot of stuff is coming in. So we got to make room for that.
Online. We just got to get to it,
Right. All right. And next up, another pallet item that we've been selling. These pair of pants, I think we usually sell these on a regular basis.
Yes, we do.
I believe we have, and I don't know as far as how many more on Poshmark, but I'd say we're over 10 pairs left, at least 10 to 12 pairs at least left of size large. I don't have any other sizes. This is from Goodfellow and Company, men's olive green tapered tech jogger pant size large. This one's going out to Mark Deckers. Thank you so much for $16 free ship.
There you go. Yeah.
Going out to you in the AM. So we even looked at, Daren had looked at some pants that I had, about 50 pair of, and he said, how much do you have on those pair of pants? And I said, I don't know. And I looked it up. I was like, oh gosh, $21.99. He said, let's start liquidating those. You've had them for almost a year. They're taking up space. We need to get those moved because of the newer stuff. So I did lower it. We're waiting and seeing what's going to happen. But we did lower the price on those. So I can't wait to see what happens. But yeah, these have been going out the door, Daren. I think I've sold 8 on Poshmark, 1 or 2 on Macari, and a couple on eBay. So really consistent on these tech jogger pants for sure.
Well, it seems like they just sort of, how can I put this? Not everything's this way, and you sellers on eBay will know. But some things either go really fast, or it takes a while for them to get in there, and then they start selling one, and then bam, you know.
It kind of there's a start process, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once that starts, you know, and then it just kind of flows from that point for sure. So that was all on Poshmark, but it is not over, folks. We have some from The Godfather, and we were only going to ship out just a couple items that were due tomorrow, but I got kind of fortunate in between Daren cooking dinner, and thank you so much for that lovely dinner. And me here, I said, hey, I'm going to go see what I can find outside. It just all fell into place, and I found everything pretty swiftly.
Yeah,
so
it was nice.
I was happy with that. So we're going to start out. This is one of the things. Say a prayer for me, guys. I have to figure out how to get this all packed in the AM.
You want me to hold it, or are you good?
I think I'll have my Vanna White come up here for a second. Here, come on, Vanna. You help me out here. It looks a little disheveled, but guys, we got this at a pallet buy. So it come like this, you know, kind of a little bit rough, a little bit on the box, but that's okay. This is the 2022 New Zero X-Shot Crusher Blaster, and Rachel took advantage of the 20% off discount on this, and it sold for $19.98 plus
shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot. I wonder if that is a gift for the holidays or something. You know how people like to buy big things for the holidays?
You know what I think it's probably for is a dormitory attack.
It could be.
Or a panty raid.
A panty raid?
A panty raid.
That was not in my thought process.
That's
was it you guys?
Process.
Let us know in the comments below. It wasn't in my thought process. I figured it was a gift for a child.
That very well could be from one of those. I'm serious.
We'll leave it to your imagination, okay, guys? You know, if you want to support and let him know that's exactly what you're thinking, just tell him in the comments.
I'm just being honest, okay? It's not popular nowadays, but it very well could be.
Yeah. Just like in the movies, right? All right, and next up, yes, G.I. Joe is not the only ones in the military base anymore, guys. No. Leonard, Chap May, the corpse, all of it is something that you don't want to ignore, especially more of the vintage type, the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s for sure. And I had to make sure I found the guy with the hat and the gloves. It was a little difficult because Daren has a huge tote of G.I. Joe and Chap May. When I get more totes, eventually, and Leonard. And eventually, I'm thinking about maybe eventually dividing Leonard with the Chap May with the G.I. Joe. So it's a little bit better because it's stacked.
It takes a long time.
It is stacked full. It took me 30 minutes to find one item. It's like, so it's
well,
hard.
While you're doing that, just putting it out there, a lot of people don't realize that G.I. Joe still may be a top tier seller for us out of that group.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard's really close, and Chap May's right on the heels of Leonard.
Mm-hmm. It is. You know. It is very much so. And so never underestimate, because I would always say, oh, you're getting those?
Yep.
Those aren't G.I. Joes, Daren. Those are Leonard's. Those are, what is it, Chap May. Yep. And he was like, just know that I pumped them, just watch and see. And for years I haven't said a word because I know that these move, especially more, like I said, more the vintage. So if you can find these guys at a good deal at either your Goodwill bins or at your yard sales, etc., look at them and make sure comp them with your smartphone. But in essence, if you can get a full lot of them and someone's got $1 or $2 or $3 on the bag,
I can't tell you you're going to get $9, $10, $12, $15, $19 out of Chap May guys. But if you can get 3 to, let's say, 7. For some people, that's a profit zone.
It is.
So depending on where you add in that number, what you paid for it, what you're willing to do to get out of it, there you are, how long you're willing to wait. And I'm not telling you you're going to be waiting necessarily for years or nothing.
No.
But I mean, you've got to be realistic and realize that everything that's top notch or top tier like it used to be doesn't mean it's still there. There's things moving up because things have changed since the 80s and 90s.
It has, for sure. So this guy has a special occupation.
Yes.
This is the 2003 Leonard the Corpse Insertion Specialist. That's what you have here.
Well,
I'm not sure what insertion specialist means.
He is inserted into hot zones.
Okay. That's a good thing to know.
That is a pseudo made up name for it, but that's what he looked like to me.
Okay. So, okay.
And I put that in there.
And we're going to run with it. So this insertion specialist is going out to Cynthia. Hey, Cynthia, thank you so much. And this one sold for $6.38. Yep. Very, very good.
And a lot of times the guy uses some of these titles and names because young kids like that. And they feel they've got something special. And let's face it, it's all make-believe.
This, we're selling media still, guys.
Yes,
it's not stopped, and it's great.
Make-believe.
Yes. So continuing to sell from that media pile. It's probably from the last few videos you think one is running to the other because you think all she grabs is media, and then lately it's been that way. It's been that way. Original sleeve, paper sleeve, right? And what I like about this one, it says, and I'll still have to try to figure this out, guys. It's 45 RPM. It says not for sale, but it has on the one side where it says plug side with a star. I still got to figure out what that means.
I don't remember what plug side is, but not for sale should have been a radio copy only. So like a promo, not necessarily
a promo, maybe
like a promo for radio station only use.
Yeah, it doesn't say radio station copy, but like you said, it could have a meaning. I would like to figure out that meaning. If you know the meaning, let me know in the comments below. RCA Victor, The Astronauts, My Sin is My Pride, Almost Grown by Chuck Berry. So this is pretty awesome. This one's going out to Glenn. Hey Glenn, enjoy this record. And it sold for $9.
There you go. Pretty nice.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So some of these records that Daren's been buying for a couple bucks were gems that people were just wanting to get rid of their stash, so to speak.
Right.
And
exactly.
we're finding gems there. Going out to you in the AM Glen. All right.
Well, good thing is, like, a lot of these things, a lot of times I can find in what I'm going to call just mass lots. And that's where you're finding the treasures.
That's true. Matt, it seems like bulk has been really helping out for not just us, but for a lot of our YouTube reseller friends.
Well, you just did a video on I found 300 of these. And let's face it, we are doing more items in bulk because we get better deals,
better
and
prices.
We can give better deals.
It seems to me it feels like in our early days, this isn't lately, but our early days, if it just had like 10% off or 15% off, we were just like, let's get it. And it come to find out we weren't able to make 100% profit because people are like, I'm not paying that, where they could get it here and there and there unless it was something that was...
Well, you live and learn. We started doing a store. We did various things. And, through the years, you get a lot of seasoning.
You get a lot of seasoning, a lot of wisdom.
Because during the early days, let's face it, eBay was new. Every online auction place, or whatever they want to call it nowadays, marketplace today, everything used to be auctions. Okay? But to show you how the market has changed, everything has gone from auctions to marketplace.
It's the truth. A lot of things.
So things have evolved, dramatically since the day we originally started back in late '99 and early 2000s.
It's true. You are right. Very much so. Mondo Llama, another palette item. Palette. This is Halloween, of course, oriented. Mondo Llama, paint your own wood Halloween scene kit. This was also a extra 20% off with a coupon discount. And this one's going out to Darla. Hi, Darla. Thanks so much. And there are 2 of these left if you are interested.
I've got one more on deck. I just got to make sure it's the same lineup.
Okay. And this one sold for $99 plus ship. So really cute. It comes with the paints. Kids can sit down and do painting and artwork. around Halloween time. Very, very, very fun. Going out to you, Darla, in the AM. And lastly, an oldie but a goodie sometimes. You know, sometimes it's the wait, guys. Sometimes waiting on things that you buy that don't necessarily ship out right away. You wait patiently. A lot of times things will happen and go through. We do have another one of these, but it has all of the accessories in it and
so it's more complete
weapons. But this is the one that was purchased that did not have any, and that's what was in the picture. 1994 vintage Playmates Toys Commander Riker as Malkorian. And this lovely figure is going out to Richard. Hi, Richard. Thank you so much. For $4.78 plus
shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot, going out to Richard in the AM. So, guys, I know that's not, it wasn't very big today. Again, it was kind of like a little bit of a seep over from late last night to today. And we just wanted to get these out there to share with all of you what we had, because again, we continue to get the dings and the rings and all of that as we're listening and so forth.
Speaking on that, before we wrap, sales have been a little bit slow as of now. So far at this time, what time is it roughly?
Looking at the phone really quick, 7:04. So
okay,
just after
so we're
7.
just a little past 7.
Right.
So far as I know, unless something's gone off that I'm unaware of on one of the sites,
we wouldn't know.
We've only got 2 sales so far. So things have been a little slow. So that tells me eBay's doing something.
Right, more manipulation at best.
What else is going on, where and when, I don't know. But a lot of our sales on eBay as of late, I'd say the last week, have been at 5 p.m. and plus, right? You know,
been crazy.
Yeah, so we'll get like ding, 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 and then I'll go quiet, ding, 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 then quiet, you know. But hopefully it'll pick back up. If not, guys, we may have to do another short of what we sold, because we are trying so hard to give everybody their dues online.
Absolutely. We want to show you what we got. I'm excited to help getting listed a lot of those vintage cookbooks and things that Daren has.
You wanted that one so bad.
I know, but
I may have to give it to you. I don't know.
No, as a recent, because it would just sit and collect dust. I have some that my mom bought me.
And she don't cook.
You know, that's not true. I've been cooking breads, guys.
Yeah, that's been good.
Pumpkin chocolate chip bread, banana bread, all kinds, and it's been so much fun.
And I've also lost weight.
Tell them, come here.
No, you tell them.
No,
I don't want to show this body.
We want to see the frame. Come here. No, you've already said it. Come on. Come on.
I have hit a new mark. I'm at 189.4. Now, I know that don't sound good to a lot of you guys. That's good for me.
If you see his picture, this is really true. It was the thing, I took it New Year's Eve or day, but if you saw it, he didn't have his hair cut then, but looked scruffy. But he was sitting at, how much were you, 221?
It was either right after the 230s or...
It was 221.
Yeah, it was 2 something.
And his doctor was like, we got to get you on some medication because he's diabetic, type 2, hypertension, all of that. So, guys, when he told me that today, that was just like handing me a bouquet of roses.
I have tried so hard.
It's been, well, now 10 months. It's been 10 months since you started that. And you've went from 221 down to 189 and still going. So you have what's your next goal?
My next goal is 179.
179. Let's go for that. That'd be another 10 pounds from where you are today. But guys, if you want to binge watch, you can go back from January 2024 to now. See if you see a difference. Let them know in the comments. But a praise and a clap and of appreciation of the fact that going through. And how do you feel? Physically
well, I'll be honest with you. I don't know.
No, but I mean, physically, do you feel like you've got a little more energy, a little like a spring in your step?
I'll just be honest with you. I'm always been pretty happy, you know, but I'm thrilled because I did something, you know, for once. I succeeded at it, and it's took me forever.
Right. Well, and when I married him, the guy was only like 150 pounds. He was skinny, mini, winny. I mean, you were very, very skinny. Like skin and bones, really bad. So over time, but you know, it's just things that all of us eat, our environment, what we're doing.
Well, and I sit on my butt all the time because of what we do. You know how it is. I'm shipping, I'm trucking, I'm I'm well, eating
Yeah,
when I'm
me
doing
too.
stuff. Yeah,
Like
or
for me,
computer work.
I had a lot of it was get paid by the hour cubicle stuff, and then here between my day job and this job, I'm doing on the computer doing work. So the way I look, honestly, you would think I eat 50 million meals, but Daren can tell you I don't.
Well,
but it's just
these people,
it's that, and then our family's got thyroid issues, etc.
These people on this video here, you guys, we have had stores, right? Madcap Toys stores, etc.
Yeah.
I'd like to have another one of these times. We'll see if I get it or not. But there's a bunch of us fat boys in there, right? Me, sorry, Troy, sorry, Barry, you know, Dustin. You know, a few of us in there, 4 of us in there, and George.
Okay.
And it's all working. You know, they've helped me load, unload, do all kinds of things. And they're putting shelving together and what have you. Man, we was all dying. We had to have 50 drinks, sweating, everything. I'm hoping if I ever have to do that again for a 12-hour period, I don't sweat near as bad because it was awful with the 4 or 5 of us.
At the time you were at the Bedford store,
yes, that was
in 2015, you were down to 179.
Yeah,
then.
but boy, it was hot in there.
But it made a difference though.
Yeah.
But after getting off of that, retiring from that, and coming back over here to doing online full time again, that's what
Well, Kelly, the point of it is we had no air conditioning. Our power was taken forever, and that was probably the worst ever.
The building had problems with its water heater.
Oh my Lord.
It was insane.
I remember we turned on the hot water one time, and it smelled so foul.
It smelled very bad. It's landlord days, you know what I mean? But we got through it. We were there a couple of years, but we swore never again until if we ever have a brick and mortar, it's gonna be good or nothing, right?
But we was all dying, and it was unreal.
I can relate. I was there not full time like you, but I was there for sure. Guys, I don't have anything else to say, but yeah, we are heading towards the middle of the week, and I know you guys are continuing listing and feeding that beast and trying to make those sales happen. So aren't we, and we're going to figure out more things to do and more things to list, but until next time.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Guys.